Hi everybody, this is Teri from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group, and our new Sweet Pea Papers YouTube channel club. And you can join that by clicking the join button right below the videos. It's only $1.99 a month, and we're going to have 2 live sessions a month, plus you get 25% off in the coffee shop, which includes the journals. Okay, so today we're working with a new designer that I've never worked before, and that's Lollies Printables. And the kit is called Rococo, Shabby, Chic. I've also got an add-on called Pink Bows. And I can't really tell you which pages are which. Some of them I can, they're obvious, but I accidentally mixed them together. So the Pink Bows is an add-on that should be in our shop by now. It's Lollies Printables on Etsy. And you want to turn off the fit to page. It's a UK kit. I didn't realize it until after I'd printed all 45 pages. And I just couldn't justify printing them all again. So there's just a little bit off the edge on each paper that's going to be cut off if you do that, but you shouldn't. So turn off your fit to page and your borderless when you go to print this. Here's the kit. Now these two are examples of the Pink Bows add-on kit. Oops, that's flowers. Let me put that back in here. That's one example. Let's see if I can find another one. I should be able to fairly easily. This one is also in the add-on kit. And I think this one might be. You know, these two have a line in them. I think they're pages. They're not backing pages. So we've got these, and I'm pretty sure this is in the add-on. The add-on's pretty large, and that's in the regular ones. So then the regular pages, I'll get these out of the way. These are the regular pages. Let me turn them this way and turn all this. Look like this. Oh, what did I do now? I'm going to turn it that way and put these down. Let's talk about the ephemera real quick. There's quite a bit of ephemera. There's these button cards. There's tags. Cards. There's tags in 3 sizes, and there are more tags than this because of me printing them out not with the fit to page on. You'll see I lost the border, the edge of the tags on either side. So I'm going to cut these 2 out by hand and make them skinny or skinnier. This one's almost full-sized because they aren't quite lined up. So if you have a scan and cut, you might want to take note of that. There's a bunch of birdhouses. My scan and cut went a little nutty on these because there was a bunch on the page, and my mat's not sticky. I tape around the edges of the paper, and a bunch of these were in the middle where it was kind of loose, so when it went to cut them out, then the birdhouse kind of got loose and ran around in there. So I still ended up with these. I'm going to use them as ephemera and maybe as a couple of cards. They're all printed on the back. I printed both sides of all the paper. I love this big one. That's definitely going to be a card. Let's see if I can go by size. And these 3 are about the same size. And then the smaller ones. And do it that way. So that's what I've got for ephemera for this kit. and these are the pages. I wasn't sure if this was a vertical page, one vertical page in the kit, like a backing paper, or, you know, if it was a paper with a page, because this rose looks right side up on the bottom and this looks right side up here, and then the flower coming in. So I think it's a sideways page. This one's got little lines in it, and you might want to use it if you were gonna put something down for a cover, but you wouldn't have a full, it just wouldn't work, I don't think, for that. So we're just gonna make a tag out of this, and we'll use these two as pockets or something. And I'll talk about the pockets in a minute when we get to them. And there's this page. Some of them may be upside down because I was spinning it around so many times. Yeah, I think they're all upside down. We have this nice big bird cage page. This is what I printed on the back. It's like a newsprint. So we're either going to do a journal where we glue the pages in, or we're going to do a journal where we glue the backs of the pages together. I'm running towards the journal where we glue the backs of the pages together. I think we haven't done one of those in a while. There's this page. This page. It's very pretty. I had this one upside down anyway. This one, it has a little line right there. So I'm assuming it's a double spread. And this page, which was different on both sides, so I've decided to make it a page. And then this looks like a backing paper, but it does have a line here and the pattern doesn't match up. So I'm thinking this is a double spread as well. Oops. These are the backing papers. This one looks like it could be one of these. Oh, these are the more pages, I guess. I don't know what I was looking at. This is one that came with the bows, pink bows add-on. So is this one. Oopsie, look, I missed cutting an edge. And so is this one. These are our writing pages. And you can see where it got cut off on the edge because I didn't print it properly. It should have where it says terms and bought of and the M should all be on that page. We can still use it though, it's no big deal. But still, if you want it to print correctly, turn off your fit to page. And this writing page. And this writing page. These are the backing papers. They're really pretty too. Did I spin them all around? Probably. These are your backing pages. They're so pretty. We're going to be using Stormy Sky to accent the blue-gray in this. I have spun sugar, the pink, but it is so light. You can't even tell you've inked with it. I think you only want to use that when you're doing it as a brushed color. This came in the Pink Bows kit. It's a backing paper. So did this one. You can usually tell when you're looking at them when I flip through. So there's very pretty backing papers, and you have quite a few to pick from. This one could very easily be turned into a writing page. We have a music page. And this has these little marks on it. I think it's supposed to look like there's something on the paper on purpose. But we've got this backing page, which actually the picture's sideways. I think this is a writing page. Speaking of writing page, this page, of course, and this page. All right, let me set these kind of together. Now these are your pocket pages. This is actually a box, and we're going to put it on the cover. And I printed on the back. I couldn't use my scan and cut to cut it out because the lines, the paper, the color went past the lines, and I think it would see the paper and not do it. But this is a box, and I'm going to show you how to do it. This here is our pocket. Same thing with the scan and cut. We've got one folding pocket and two large pockets. Now, you can make these pockets, because we're going to probably need more, by printing on the back of this, and then then cutting it out from this side, and scoring it and folding it, and then folding it backwards. You know, making it backwards, and then you will have the pockets in whatever you printed on the back. Okay, so that's the kit. I've also gotten out some music roll paper, piano roll, some scrap coffee dye paper, some scrap music paper, and this is handmade paper. So we might use these to make pockets or something. I've gotten out, since I think we're going to do the glue them together method, so I think we might need some washi to make our flip outs and our flip ups. So I got out some washi that I thought would match. This one has Parisian theme. This is just writing. And another one that's just writing in black and white. This one's brown writing on white. We have this one, which is kind of a sewing theme, but it's pink. We have the grays to match the gray, and a green to match the greens, a couple of wider ones. And then we have another writing page only in brown writing paper, and then these pink flowers. I've also gotten out my pink solids, pink and purple solids. I think these two should go in with the pinks. I don't know, that's a salmon color. And this should probably go over there with these. That one looks like a black. I dropped it on the floor and everything went flying. So, let me put the black there. These two there. So we've got these to pick from. We've also got lots of colors of green. I got this on Temu, and I got most of these, if not all of these. I got all of these on Temu. They came in, one is called the Misty Forest, and I got the writing one, the white one, out of there. This one, I don't know what it's called, and I got the brown writing paper out of that one. This one is called Enmu Life, and it has some pretty flowers and stuff, but they didn't match. See how big and nice they are, but I didn't really think anything matched, except maybe this butterfly one we could use, or maybe this pink flower one if we wanted something with a little bit of gold in it. And then we have another set that I don't think has a name. Yeah, it's in Chinese. That I got from Temu, that I don't think is going to match. Maybe this brown writing paper we could use, or this white writing paper. There's some music paper too, but I didn't open this one. I'm missing a couple. Like I said, I get them out to use them, and then I don't remember where they go. So then I just get out all these boxes and look through them when I am looking for washi. I have a lot of washi. I bought a container to put my washi in, and I still haven't done it. I've got all kinds of other solids and everything else. Okay, so we're going to put these up here. I'm going to put these specialty papers over here on top of the tags. And these are the pockets. I'm not going to, yes, I will cut these out, but I'll do that off camera. And our box for our cover. Okay, I'll put that over there. So now we're going to go back to these. And I'm going to take these that I showed you as examples of the ribbon pages and put them where they go. See, this one has a line in it, so I'm pretty sure it's meant to be folded because the ribbons are cut off right there. Or the bows, I mean. And then we've got these writing pages as well. They're decorative page. Okay, so we're going to start with those. There's quite a few. So I'm not sure how big we're going to make our journal. We've got our writing pages as well. And our backing pages. So the way to construct a book like this is to fold the pages in half and glue the backs together, and then you end up with a book. I do 8 at a time and then glue the sections of 8 together. Okay? You can leave side pockets, top pockets, or no pocket when you're gluing them together. So let's start maybe putting them in the order. This would make a pretty cover, wouldn't it? How big is the box? And put the box down here. It would still cover the, it would look funny. So I can't use that as our cover. I really like to use one with a bow on it as our cover. Or we'll use one of the background pages that's bows. You can tell how tall the box is by looking at this square right here. I mean rectangle. Yeah, that wouldn't look good either. Okay. So I think that you're going to fold them in so that this is on the outside. Okay. So I'm wondering if we want to put them in order before we fold them in half or after. Okay, we don't want these two together. Here's the page we can use as our cover. Or this one. This one goes this way. Bring our box back. I can't decide. The reason I want to pick the cover and the inside cover pages is because we want them to be first and last. The cover, we're going to cut the page in half and glue it on. Let's set this one aside as a possible cover. Ooh. Look pretty on here. This make a good back cover. Okay, let's hold this out. This is pretty also. They're more peach. They're pink, but they're just a little bit peachier. Peachy keen. Okay, this is a page that might work. Yeah, so that one. But I think, see, this one's got this color on it. And if we put the box on this side, and the box has a flap, and we're going to put any extra cards that we have in the box. If not, I'll print out one extra page of tags or cards or something and put them in there. Oh, we're going to need some white buttons for our button cards. I'm not going to do but maybe 2. I already go through, yes, I already went through this. This side might look pretty cool because the sides of the box have that weathered, well, that gets tucked in. The 2 sides are that weathered wood, and that's weathered wood. You know, I might do that. That would be kind of cool. We've got our writing pages. Let's look at our other backing pages. This one would work. This one would work. Remember, we're going to glue the box on so we won't see the back. We'll just see the sides. So this one might work as a front and back cover. No. No. No, 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 and no. Okay, let's look at the ones that we think that we might want to use. I'm really leaning towards this one, because then we could put something on the back page, like a pocket or something on the back cover. The same here. This would be the back cover, and then we wouldn't have to worry about anything. It would stand alone. And this still has the wood. I think I'm going to take this one out of the running. Definitely this one out. So it's going to be one of these 2. I think I'm going to go with this one for the front and the back. So we'll take that aside. And all of these we're going to fold so that the printed part that we're going to use is on the inside and the gray is on the outside. I decided I'm going to fold them first so I can see what they look like, you know, together. Plus I need to find a center page. I think the big one with the 2 bows on it is probably going to be my center page. It's 3. I'm folding it in half and then smudging it with my hand, and then finish folding it with my finger, and then I run my fingernail along the edge, and it's like using a bone folder. But if your finger gets tired or you don't want to do that, then you can get your bone folder out. I probably will. See, this is what I think we'll use for our center page. Where's the edge I didn't trim off? Now I swear there was a white edge on this page. Did I fold it? Wow. All right, that's weird. So if this is going to be our center, then all of our other pages will go on around it. Oh, this is the one. Oh, another trick, other than printing it properly. If you have a Epson like I do, and it prints one bigger double border on one side and a single border on the other, put it on presentation, your printer on presentation setting in the software where the drop down is, and also on the printer, go to the setup or settings and set the paper to presentation as the default, then turn off the reminder that comes on if you are printing something from a PDF or whatever, and it'll give you a warning that the paper's different than what the paper is that you're telling it to print on. But we want it to print presentation anyway, because then the border's even all the way around. You don't have that funny trimming on the back to do. Okay, my friend Penny Red from oh my gosh. Anyway, she has a YouTube channel at Nantucket Hills, I think. So I'll look it up, but you can look up Penny Red as well, and it's Red with 2 D's. You know, we could make this our center page easily as well. No, I liked that because it didn't have the line specifically through it like that. And what did I do with it? I put it somewhere. Maybe I was looking at this page. There's another one. This would make a pretty center. There's one that I'm thinking of specifically, and it's got the 2 big bows on it. It's in here somewhere. We're not going to use washi to attach our pockets. We're going to use washi to cover where the flap is. I'm getting over that craziness of not ever. And plus, if you have a top pocket, you can slide the flip up flap in there. And if you have a side pocket, you can do the same for a flip out. Okay, so we might do that as well. This might have been the other one I was thinking of. Or that one. I think I like this one better. And with our pages, yeah, I'm going to have to bone folder these. You want them to be as flat as possible, and it'll make it easier for you to glue them together. This is going to be our center. So I will probably make a place for a card on either side on this one. Oh, I can't. Yes, I can. Flower goes up. And there's quite a lot in here with room to write as well. So you want to space out these in between the other ones. Because we're going to have a lot of pages. And then when you glue the 8 pages together, I found 8 is the maximum without it, the folds, to start, you know, cascading or not lining up or whatever. That 8 was the magic number for me. There might be a different number that's the magic number for you that you can glue together and have all the folds line up. So that's up to you. They're all going to be one solid book anyway. They're not going to be signatures unless you put another page in between that signifies, oh look, we're starting a new section. So making 8, it would either be your last page or your first page of your section of 8. Depending on where you are in your stack. I want this to be the inside cover, I think. And this will be the inside of the back cover. So I've got my center and... oh no, that won't work. That would just be the front, inside of the front cover. I'll have to pick another one to be the inside of the back cover. And that's my center. I'm taking 4 at a time and bone foldering them, burnishing them. My bone folder. It seems to do 4 well, and it's not too hard on my hands. I have no idea what's right side up and upside down at this point. So that was 4 and 8. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. That'll work out. And then we may use a couple of the backing papers as just printed pages. That's another 4. And here's my, I don't know, this is just a page. I'll set that over there. This is going to be the inside of our front cover and the first page, because we've got the pink bow box on the front. So when you open it, then you'll see the pink bows, and then you'll go to the next page. Okay, we need to fold these writing pages. Now these may not stay in these sections, but I just wanted to count how many pages I have. It's going to be a fairly large book, and we're going to cover the edge with lace. If I can find lace that's long enough, or I mean wide enough. Yeah, I'm anticipating needing more than 2 pockets. So that's going to work out to at least 10 per section putting it together, but I can make more sections because I think we're going to end up with 32 pages or more. I'm not going to make you watch me glue them all together. I'm going to show you how to do it, and then we'll end this video. And I'm not sure of which of these pages I'm going to use just to cut out stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to use those 2 as pages. This would make a pretty page. This would make a good page to put pockets or something on. Alright, so we've got those. And we're going to sort our papers. Okay, so if this is going to be the inside of the cover, then, oh yeah, we'll only see one. Then I want to put what next to it? Not that. Oh, these were the writing pages. Something we can decorate. Possibly. Well, these are the backing papers that I have. I'll put this one in. This could be our last page. Or even our back cover. So let's set that aside. Let's put this in next. Now we're going to look through these groups, and you kind of want to do it like you would a regular book. You want to look at what you've got. Okay. This I don't know what we're going to do with that one. 2, 3, 4. You know what I think we could put next? Backing page. And then a writing page. That's pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 8. So that's going to be one section. You don't have to pick a front page for each section. Now I just want to make pages that go in order that make me happy. So I like that one. I like that one next to it. Can put pockets and stuff on that one. Do we want 2 of those together though? How about a writing page? And then that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. 6. Make sure your pages are right side up. Second section. And you can bone folder your sections down as well. Get them lined up, sort of. And this is what they're going to look like from the side. So that's why, you want to keep them even. So I have found that sections of 8 works the best for me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And what was this? Double bows. And I'm going to have to double check my up and down now. Make sure you do that. There's a writing page. Decoration page. I want to put this at the end. Yeah, and this one at the beginning. It's going to make 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the first one's going to have 9. And then the second one will have 8. Okay, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to add 1 to this one to make it 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 8. So I'm going to add one of these. And these are going to be our pockets and such. It needs to go here. Oh. You want the fold as sharp as you can get it. That's why I'm kind of doing it multiple times. Okay. So it doesn't matter which one's second or... Yeah, it does. I think the page is upside down. So go through and check your right side up and your upside down. I'll do that in a minute with these two. We'll check it in this one. Okay. Look how different, or how crooked I folded that. Still crooked. All right. I'll just swap out a backing page. So it has bows. Alright, all we're doing right now is checking to make sure they're right side up. You can really tell here where it got cut off. These are all right side up. So I'll show you a side pocket and a top pocket, and then I'm going to let you go to town and I'll finish mine off camera. All right, let's make a side pocket here. So you're just going to glue these three sides together and leave this one open. I have to fill my glue. I hate waiting for bubbles. We refill it when it's about a third empty. It also keeps your glue from getting thick because you're always adding, come on, you're always adding new. Now you're going to glue it to this one, and you need to make sure everything is lined up. Okay. Now this is a little before that one, if you can see it. So we want to push it. This way a little bit at the top, and that lines them up. Okay, that's my first page. And then I am going to make a top pocket next, or place for a flip up too, you never know. So then you're just going to leave the top without glue. And however far close to the edge you make the glue determines how wide your pocket is. And then we'll make some cards for these. And remember, you don't want to make a bazillion of them because we don't have a bazillion papers left over. What is this one? Why isn't it in a group? Oh, that's the one I folded real crooked. Okay? And then you just keep going. Now this one I don't want to pocket at all. Boy, my folding skills are really kind of yucky, aren't they? Okay. So then I'm going to glue all 4 sides. You can put a little bit on the corners if you want, a little extra so that it can slide to get lined up. So you can slide it around a little bit. Yes, it's cold. Got my fuzzy woolly shirt on. Okay, and we're going to put this on here. This is a very easy book. This is a beginner book to put together. You want to check the top and the bottom as well. And then you just keep going. So if you don't want a pocket, you glue all 4 sides, and you're just going to lay one on top of the other, on top of the other, on top of the other, okay? And then leave the sections separate, and then I'll show you what to do when you get your 3 piles, or 4, depending on how many you want to make in each pile, how comfortable you are of keeping your spine straight with the number of pages as they build up. Okay? All right, well, that's going to be it for this video. When I see you in the next video, I'll have all 3 sections ready to go, and we will have a cover and a back to put on, and we will also start decorating the inside of the journal. Okay? All right, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.